£200,000.
Wow.
The heartless conwoman behind the scam that's caused so
Ah,
much
come here,
financial
Abby,
and
so
emotional
got
pain to
there,
her
yeah.
victims
And you
is
got
finally
there.
behind bars.
From the initial complaint when the lady came in, reporting that she'd invested some money into a scheme, I don't think for 1 minute anyone could have imagined just how big this investigation was going to go and where it took the investigation across the world.
Back in Grimsby, what started as a small burglary case has sparked a series of big drug busts.
Oh, he's so cute. He has
DS Darren Craig is convinced the recent arrests of some local dealers could be connected to a national drugs operation.
Looks like that.
Led by some new major players.
As the investigation was progressing, we identified a number of individuals from the Merseyside and the Cheshire area.
One of those new faces is Liverpool drug dealer Joshua Hendry.
You'll let me in the
He's suspected of bringing in drugs to be sold in Grimsby, but pleads not guilty to conspiracy to supply cocaine.
During the course of the trial, Josh Hendry actually fled the country and went to Spain. He was sentenced to 10 years in his absence.
He's on the run. It's a massive setback, but Darren's convinced Hendry has left a wider conspiracy behind. His focus shifts to proving there is a connection between the suspects arrested in the recent drug raids.
It was at this point where we sat down and actually said there's got to be some clear links between these different incidents, and started to review all the telephones that have been recovered. There was 56 mobile phones that have been seized from the suspects, all from properties. There was thousands of lines of data within the phone, such as text messages, WhatsApp messages, telephone calls that we needed to look at to show the clear links between the different suspects in what would be the conspiracy moving forward.
The phones could be key to unlocking the crime. In total, police analysed over 400,000 items of data. Patterns emerged, showing the same numbers communicating with one another.
When we was actually reviewing the data stored in the phones, you could see the conversations that were being had, and there was a number that related to drug supply. It became about that there was individuals that were residing in the Warrington area and the Liverpool area, and it was those individuals that we believe they were responsible for actually running the operation.
Darren and the team have proven a national link that goes well beyond local small-time drug dealers. They're now on the trail of an organised criminal gang and need to work out who's using each number.
Wednesday the
We
what?
carry out inquiries with regards to the billing data that have been obtained from the numbers, and once we could show you the telephone number that was, we
17th
could
of
then
Wednesday
say
today, and he
who was
goes
actually
to go
responsible
on the
for
17th of
contacting
Wednesday.
him.
One of the phones was regularly calling a car hire phone.
Got a haircut on the 17th
Could this
of
be the breakthrough
Wednesday.
they're looking
The
for?
17th of Wednesday. And a
We
Wednesday.
contacted the car
Then
company
it's
just
the
to see who
20th.
held that phone number on their records, and one that came back was that of
2023.
Josh Hendry.
It's the Liverpool man charged with supplying drugs in
Oh
Grimsby
no.
and now on the run in Spain. What started with a minor house
No
burglary
failure.
has led to police piecing together a major drug dealing ring.
No failure. Still.
They know the name of one man they suspect to be at the top of the chain, but they need to find the other
You
ringleaders.
can do one with the taxi this morning.
It quickly developed where we could show what was believed to be an
We don't look
hierarchy
with the
between
taxi in
certain
the case.
individuals within the conspiracy.
Yeah, we do because.
So there was a number of telephone numbers that were attributed to Joshua Hendry, Scott Hendry, and Leslie Ayton, which was the mum of Scott and Joshua Hendry. We were saying that Leslie Ayton, Joshua Hendry, and his brother Scott Hendry were at the top of the hierarchy.
This is a family affair,
What's this?
and the case bears all the hallmarks of County Line's drug dealing.
County Line is probably an organised crime group that are in one part of the country and export drugs into another part of the country, such as small towns or villages.
You don't like to
And
be like,
they predominantly use a mobile phone to sell the drugs.
County line scans have a phone number that drug users can call. It's known as the graft phone because of the amount of work it does, and can be worth as much as £30,000 a week to the dealers.
The graph number itself was often located either in the Liverpool vicinity or the Warrington vicinity, and again that gave us cause to
it's
think
not
that
going
it
for
was
me,
either
this
one of
point.
the Hendry brothers or Leslie A2 that was operating the graph phone from those areas.
But is that
It
graft
was going
phone
for me.
connected to the mobile seized when they arrested the Grimsby dealers?
And the common denominator that I could see upon reviewing the phones was the graph number that popped up on the phone time and time again.
The local drug dealers, including the burglary suspect who sparked the investigation, have all been in contact with the graft phone. Darren now knows who's
You
controlling the
don't
drug
love me
supply
anymore, can you
and
tell?
who is selling them on.
We identified who we believed to be a courier, and the courier went by
What's
the
that?
name of Greek, and we was able to obtain telephone data of who we believed to be the Greek. He was conveying Class A drugs from the Liverpool area to Grimsby, and then taking the money which had been the proceeds of the drug supply back to us.
The hunt for the mystery man known as the Greek begins.
Actually able to identify that he
17
was
to
coming from
Wednesday,
train on occasion.
2000.
Was able to identify which train stations he was actually travelling from Liverpool to Grimsby. So this gave us, of course, to go and have a look at the CCTV footage from both locations.
There are hours of
Do that.
footage to look
No,
at,
do it by
but soon they
that
can
your
bring
back. It will.
By Merseyside Police with image, and they confirmed that the Greek was in fact a mobile name Andres.
Let's go back.
Darren has now
Okay.
pieced together how each stage of this complex
Come on,
County
nominate.
Lines outfit operates. It's time to bring the gang
I'll
in.
try and get back and nominate it. No, this.
This is Catherine Street in Grimsby. This is
Start
where the
to
police
nominate.
managed to detain
You
the
can
Greek.
nominate at the time and it started back.
He indicated to officers that there was a large amount of drugs in that the drugs belonged to him. Immediately, the doors went through at the address in Warrington and the address in Liverpool.
See you next Tuesday.
At the Warrington address where Scott Hendry was located in his
Page 2,
there
I
was a
believe.
large amount of cash that was found. 3 of the handsets that were recovered from that address of Leslie A2 were used during the course of the conspiracy. And the handset that was actually being used on that day as the graph phone, it was live at that time and it was calling as police officers entered the property.
After 18 months of painstaking work, the team has managed to bring a major drugs gang to its knees.
It was a very successful day. We obviously recovered a large amount of drugs. The only outstanding as such was Joshua Hendry.
He's been on the international most wanted list since he fled the country during his trial.
Yeah,
There's been no
that's what I
sign of
did.
him.
I just want to get it.
Within 24 hours, there was an off-duty officer that was over in Spain, actually saw Mr. Hendry, realised it was Mr. Hendry from the images that he'd seen, and obviously Josh Hendry was detained at that point and then extradited to the UK.
It's the last piece of the jigsaw. Police have taken down all the major players whose drugs trade had in just 18 months netted them a fortune.
It was a large-scale operation. The overall value was £1.38 million.
Found guilty of conspiracy to supply Class A drugs, Andres Vasu receives 8 years in jail. Scott Hendry gets 14 years, and Leslie Aiton 11. Joshua Hendry won't be released from prison for more than 15 years. What started with a minor break-in has taken down Grimsby's growing drugs menace and ended up with police smashing a national drugs ring.
It was an excellent result. Looking at the burglary initially, we can't believe how big it actually developed from that telephone, and now we know that that number that was controlling a much bigger operation. I think it's the biggest operation that I'll be involved in the length of my policing career.
We're heading to the capital to wrap up our final case, where a minor fraud has uncovered thousands of victims of a major scam. T.I. David Vitt is in the midst of one of the biggest cases of his career. A nationwide investigation has led to the arrests of 50 fraudsters, all accused of preying on innocent people using smishing texts to steal their cash.
These 50 individuals had various different levels of previous involvement with law enforcement. Some were career fraudsters, some were young lads just dipping their toes into the world of fraud. No two were the same, so some of the suspects, maybe they gained £200-300 in terms of the benefit they obtained as a result of sending out these text messages. Some were a lot more sophisticated, so they used that personal information to get full access to people's accounts, and they would make hundreds of thousands of pounds.
It's a staggering amount of fraud with thousands of victims. David has never had so many suspects, all accused of the same crime.
What did you do then?
Oh,
Could he have smashed
well,
the
that's
criminal gang?
alright.
When we investigated these 50 individuals, we kept an open mind in relation to whether or not they would be working alone, or whether or not there were other individuals involved, and that required painstaking review of their digital material. We've identified that these were individuals that were linked via encrypted forums, so we gained access to phones, laptops. We identified that individuals were communicating with each other on encrypted messaging sites. Although they act alone and they commit offences alone, what we often find is they do share methodology within a network of fraudsters or hooks victims are more likely to fall for.
What they all have in common is that they're all using the same software to bypass banking security systems. This could be the key to linking the huge network of criminals. But they're all keeping quiet about where it comes from.
We didn't gain a huge amount of information from those interviews, so we had to rely on our own investigation to identify whether or not there was anyone who was controlling these 50 individuals or who was higher up that chain of criminality.
David and the team examined digital evidence seized from the suspects. It's a painstaking task.
I'm I
Soon
mean, she's
they
all.
have a breakthrough.
Yeah, so.
The team discover who the mystery figure is, cashing in by selling them the software.
We identified an online pseudonym known as Yahoozy, who was giving them advice, selling them a one-time password bot. Yahoozy's role within this wasn't to commit fraud against individual bank accounts, it was to supply the tool to allow others to do so. They were paying $700 a month, and that was for a monthly subscription to this bot service. So he was selling this tool to hundreds of different fraudsters who were all then committing fraud against hundreds of different victims. An awful lot of money was made by the individual selling this bot.
It's a major breakthrough. Finding Yahoozy is now the key to cracking the case.
At that point, we identified that there was someone higher up this chain of criminality who was causing more harm, and that we really needed to target.
Tracking them down won't be easy. Yahoozy operates in a secret online world. Have they left a trace?
The next phase of this investigation was to find out where these £700 responsible for this crime.
Big
David looks through the 50 suspects' seized laptops and phones. He discovers that the fraudsters pay for the illegal software using illegal cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency is just a digital currency. It works in the same way as pounds, dollars. You can make payments with cryptocurrency. Crypto transactions are anonymous by their very nature. You don't have the benefit of knowing who is in control of a bank account or whose name that bank account is in the name of. You've got to try and work with online wallets and try and establish who is behind those.
Yahoozi's made a massive amount of money. David's certain they must have spent it somewhere.
We have to look for the specific locations where that cryptocurrency was cashed out into real world assets. So how was the criminal using all of those different $700 payments to fund their own criminal lifestyle? These were the points that we then had to exploit to identify who was responsible for this crime.
The team have been working day and night for months. The pressure to bring in the mystery kingpin is growing.
Knowing that there is an individual out there still committing crime against members of the public, that causes a huge amount of frustration. But it's that frustration that is then used to really harness and galvanise the team to identify who is responsible and what can we do collectively to take this individual out.
They're determined to crack the case. Soon they have a breakthrough. Yahoozi's been shopping, and they've used a crypto credit card. David scours CCTV to see if they've been caught on camera.
We identified that the same individual in the same vehicle kept popping up each time these criminal proceeds were cashed up. And we identified that this individual was Timmy IG.
The man behind Yahoozi has been unmasked, and now police can track down his address.
We waited for Timmy in his underground car park to make sure that we had the best possible chance of obtaining that key digital evidence. So when he went to leave his premises, he was arrested. And the reason for this is to make sure we give ourselves the best possible chance of capturing Timmy whilst he's got his devices on him, his laptops, his mobile phones. And at that point, we simultaneously executed an entry into his home address to seize the rest of the key evidence.
It's taken months to find him. David finally has his prime suspect.
When we arrested Timmy, he was driving a brand new Range Rover. He clearly was a wealthy man. He had a Rolex on his wrist, a lot of expensive jewellery. And then when we executed the warrant in his flat, it was clear that he had an awful lot of money. He clearly had a significant amount of disposable income to be able to afford the lifestyle that he was living. He had no discernible legitimate income, so he hadn't paid taxes in 4 years, but he was clearly living a very lavish lifestyle.
A lifestyle funded through crime. David discovers the suspect has earned over £1 million from selling illegal software to more than 1,000 fraudsters. But what does he have to say about where the money came from?
Timmy IG was interviewed and he gave us no answers in terms of his involvement in this criminality.
Timmy IG is saying nothing, but he's left a trail of digital evidence that speaks volumes.
The amount of devices seized paints a picture in terms of the scale of Timmy's criminality. By arresting Timmy IG and seizing all of his digital evidence, we were able not only to detain an individual responsible for this serious crime, but also to prevent others from becoming victims.
Timmy IG is charged with money laundering and supplying materials for fraud. He pleads guilty and is sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. The 50 people arrested for the smishing fraud were given sentences up to 4 years.
This was incredibly important for my team. Bear in mind, this whole investigation originated from a single text message to then identify the fraudsters behind sending those text messages. then to identify the organised criminals above those
She said,
sorts of significance to the team, and it really shows how when we work together,
watch a
we can
video
take out serious criminality.
as a daughter. She said, do you have girls in it? I said, yeah. Said, yes. My name's Sam. I said, yeah. The one I knew out of that. She got to be talking for. I'll go eat you.
Bernie, who gave you the
Right.
Justin Dennis.
Well, what time is it now? 9:40.
Point one on.
Ah, anything? Abby. Sorry. Oh, oh, can't stop.
What do you want on car?
What would you like?
Anything?
Jungle Book then. Anyway,
Where is it?
get going before we get done for coffee. Right.